We can do a quick review immediately. I don't need to let time, okay, to think about it. There's nothing to think about it. But we can do a review. Quickly. One live review. So, Wierd West story. Do I really need to say anything about the story? I played for 20 hours. They're all mumbling. No one says anything important. You're just roaming around like a freaking fly around the world map, killing stuff. Everything was bad. NPC'S, no connection between them. Now I could say what's the story, okay? Because it took 20 hours to figure out a very simple story. But then it would be a spoiler for those who want to play. What's good? Cinematics, art style, narration. Those three would be good. On the verge of being more than good. Writing and the base concept of the story just sucks. Okay, especially writing. It could have been 10 times better with a proper writer. Cinematics were solid, okay. Narration also. 4 out of 10. Bugs and optimization. Works well, no stutters, no crashes. Best loading screens. There are bugs. A lot of bugs. Really a lot of bugs. Almost every map has at least 3 bugs. And there's a lot of maps. But the game works well. 7 out of 10. They can fix bugs, I guess. Game time. Seven hours first day. 9 hours second day. And 4 hours today. How much is that? Exactly 20 hours in the game. Replay value is 0. I rushed. Especially during the second half of the game, from Act 4 and 5. I was very patient during Act 1, and I did all of those stupid fetch quests, okay? Bounties, mines, digging ore, bullshit, okay? Fetch quests. Transport something from point A to point B. Events on the map, random shit, okay? I was patient. And then I lost patience, because it's repetitive. So I rushed and it was 20 hours with 0 replay value. If you wanna see everything there is, like absolutely everything there is, every corner of every map, and there's probably more to discover. For sure there's more to discover. I wasn't in every corner. It's 50 hours long game. If you're a maniac. Okay. Only if you're a maniac. And you can swallow all of those fetch quests. The price is hilarious, $40. I would give it 7 out of 10, but because of the stupid price, it's gonna be 5 out of 10. Game difficulty. 4 difficulties to pick from very easy to very hard. I played on hardest difficulty, very hard, and it's very easy, because the AI is completely brain dead. Not to mention the awful controls, but that's for gameplay. So, difficulty, there's like 0 challenge. And now when you include bugs and everything, three out of 10. Maps and graphics. I like how the game looks. Okay. I like it. It looks well. UI is good. There's caves, dungeons, ruins. A very weird Wild West. The game is looking nice, I won't lie, it looks nice, it's really nice. Cutscenes, cinematics, conversations, very specific art style. I like it. For an indie game, it's actually very good. Variety of maps, dark colors, okay, dark purple, dark gray. Silverish colors everywhere. During day, during night, it doesn't matter. It's a very dark game, dark setting. And that's also the thing I like about it. As far as visuals go, for an indie game, this is 9 out of 10. Okay, very nice looking game, and it can sell on being very nice looking game. The problem is there's nothing to do in it. That's the main problem. Speaking about nothing to do with gameplay. So, what is Wierd West? Enemies have cone of vision like in Commandos, like Desperados, like. You can also sneak. Take them out silently. Drag corpses, throw them in bushes and so on. That's all taken from Commandos Nights. As far as camera goes, it's like in Divinity, Original Sin. Isometric 3D. Inventory also was taken from Divinity Original Sin, that disgusting inventory. Where you loot potatoes, carrots, and junk in 99% of cases. And in terms of the actual gameplay, this is a top-down shooter, like Hotline Miami, like, I don't know, like God's Trigger. You can also play as Melee. I don't even know what genre it belongs to. Is it an RPG? A top-down shooter? Tactical, real-time strategy? It's a mix of everything and it's nothing at the end. It takes out from like 4 different genres at the same time. And it takes like the most annoying things from those genres, or better to say they don't do it well. At all. Hitboxes are off. And hitboxes thereof because you control the camera and shooting on mouse, or better to say, if you decide to play with a gamepad, you control. Come on, you control with the right analog stick, and now if you wanna aim, then you cannot move the camera. And the enemies, they tend to move non-stop around you, and hitboxes are awful, and you can miss. That same logic applies when you play with a mouse. Okay. Mouse and keyboard. A bit better with mouse and keyboard, okay, because you have more control, but you cannot aim and move camera at the same time. It's either one or the other one. And the shitty camera and the shitty and clunky controls would be the reason why you can die the most in the game. Speaking about controls, this is an extremely clunky game, and it would be great if it came out 20 years ago, 25 years ago, during 96, 2000s, something like that. Right now it's an unfinished garbage with hilarious price. Basically, it's an 70% shooter, top-down shooter, 10% RPG, and 20% real-time strategy. That's what it is. With extremely bad gameplay. It was fun maybe in the first hour out of 20. 19 hours were a chore. Don't even know why I finished the game. Nothing else to play, I guess. 2 out of 10. Leveling and itemization. Bravit. There's abilities. You play with 5 different characters, and they got special abilities over here. Random bullshit, teleport, heal, cast fire, cast poison, shoot faster, and so on. That's what switches between 5 characters. A bounty hunter, a pigman, an Indian, a werewolf, and this occult, whatever the hell she is. It doesn't matter. So they changed this. You level it up with nymph relics that you can find along the way, which you don't need at all when you play, okay? You literally can play without a single point on a very hard difficulty. It changes nothing. Like absolutely nothing. From this part, everyone is the same, no matter which character you play with. This part on the right side remains the same. Weapon upgrades, okay, I don't know. Deal 200% more damage with a rifle, explosive shotgun shells, electricity pistol rounds, and so on. And the perks that you transfer, there they are, these 5. Bounty Hunter, Pigman, Indian, Werewolf, and this so-called bitch, whatever the hell she is, it doesn't matter. You transfer perks from one character to other. Select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With golden aces of spades, you buy these perks. Perks, they provide you bigger health pool, more damage to unaware targets, more damage with explosives, reduce prices. Your party deals more damage. You can play with 2 members every time. They help you out. I don't even know if there is a point, because the AI is brain dead. There is no experience gain, and that's about it. It ain't that bad, but it's done bad, okay? Because you don't need this entire abilities. All you need are perks. This is complete failure abilities. Well, this is fine, and I liked it. this part. And there's the inventory. That's a copy-paste version from Divinity. The most annoying part in the game, you're encumbered non-stop. You can't share inventory in stores when you sell with your companions, because you need to click on them, transfer items, click, 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 then sell. Stores, traders, gun trader, meds, bank, regular store, and so on. You can't sell them different types, okay? You need to sell a gun to a gun trader, I don't know, meds to the doctor, and so on. It takes away your time. This game, it fucking enjoys stealing your time away on bullshit, and this is one of the worst inventories that I've seen in my life. Okay, one of the worst inventories ever. The most annoying inventory I see. It's fucking disgusting. From items, you can equip a vest, 2 amulets, and 5 weapons. That's about it. You're gonna find documents along the way also, if you're crazy to read them, because the writing sucks. All in all, this is like the most annoying and the most disgusting part in the game. Like, 2 most important things that exists in a game, the actual gameplay and the immersion from leveling and from itemization, are the worst sections in this game. Like, I haven't seen worse in a long time. NPCs and enemies. NPCs, mumbo jumbo bullshit, okay? You don't know what's happening. There are 2 that repeat, a witch and that cowboy. You figure out what's happening once you finish the game in those last 3 minutes. But basically for 20 hours I played without knowing what's happening, and NPCs, they didn't help at all. Most of them were for fetch quests, for bounties, for bullshit. And those 5 main characters that you play with their own personal stories, okay? That also sucked. From enemies and enemies variety, classic bandits, animals, snakes, bears. There are monstrosities, zombies, sirens, some huge zombie ogres, ghosts, wraiths. There is no explanation why they exist in the world. That would be all from enemies. AI is straight up brain dead. There was 1 boss fight in 20 hours. 1! If you can call it a boss fight at the end of Act 3. I think it was Act 3 with the Indian. Yeah. In Act 3 there was 1 boss fight. I encountered 1 boss in 20 hours, so this is basically the game without bosses. And it's a top-down shooter. With health bars. With actual numbers on weapons. And there are no bosses. Three out of 10. Music and sound. Great main soundtrack. Great narration. Very nice sound effects. I can be a bit generous here and say it's 10 out of 10. Atmosphere is good. It's really good. As far as this part goes. The rest of the tunes, so and so, okay, but that main theme is really cool. I liked it. Then 13, 14, 16. 27, 39, 44. 44 points, 9 sections, 4.8. I was saying that like after the hour spent inside the game, that it's like mediocre game. In the first hour I was like it's slightly above mediocre, 5.5, 6 out of 10 tops. And then it just got worse and worse and worse. Even this is generous, to be honest, 4.8 out of 10, but I won't change the score. Maybe, okay, because of that hilarious price out of 40 fucking bucks. Okay, Elden Ring is 60. And you could buy Elden Ring for 40 on day one also. 45, it doesn't matter. But we compare Elden Ring to some indie crap that's full of bugs and bad writing and with awful gameplay, which only has a good art style and good music. It failed on every corner. It doesn't know what it's want to be. It has identity crisis. It has multiple genres included into one game, and it does nothing good. Not a one single genre in the game is good. And they put a price out of 40 fucking bucks on this. That's gonna reduce the score, the overall score. Let it be 4. Now that's a realistic score. 4 out of 10. Would I recommend this game maybe to someone that never played a video game in their life? Because it's very easy. To those that want to try, I wouldn't pay more than 5 or 10 bucks for it. That's the realistic price. 5 to 10 bucks. Tops. If you ask me, I would demand like 10,000 bucks to replay it again. And even then I would think if I want to spend 20 hours in it. If someone paid me to play. It could be the worst game that I played in 2022. It's still early. It's April. But it could be the worst game that I played this year. Oh, down there it says I played 16 hours and finished the game. I have a feeling it was 20. It doesn't matter. This was pain to play. Complete utter pain to play, but yeah, I finished it. Fuck it.